Welcome back to South Beach Strategy. I'm Jay Cuza. We're co-hosted with Privilege Media. We got Alex in the building. Today we have a special guest, Genavieve Paige, founder, designer of private label Genavieve.
Yes.
And Relove Miami.
Yes.
Diamond dealer, investor, and proud mom of 3.
Nice.
Not true?
Everything is true.
Okay. Her work has been featured in Elle, Harper's Bazaar, People, Life, and Style, and many, many more. Genevieve, thank you for being here
Thank
today.
you for having me.
Let's start from the beginning.
Yes.
What's your very first step into fashion?
Well, I could go back as early as tearing Barbies apart because I didn't like what they were wearing and chopping their hair off. My mom jokes about that. But honestly, I was going to go a medical route. I always wanted to make a lot of money. So I was like, how can I do this and pursue my passions? I liked medical, I liked real estate, and I liked fashion. I saw that medical wasn't going to be my cup of tea because I don't like to work for anybody else and I don't want to be in school for 15 years. So I worked in the ER for 2 years and realized this is not for me. And I went to college. I have a bachelor's, but I left the ER, and within 6 months, I started building my website for my business that I have today. So it's been now 10 years. In October, we'll make 10 years in business. But I didn't study fashion. I studied psychology with a minor in international business. I don't know how to draw. I don't know how to sew. I just know how to put things together. I'm a great designer. I know how to network, so I bring my clients. But it's not something that I just like woke up and be like, I'm gonna be a fashion designer. It's not like a dream that I had my whole life. It just kind of like fell into my lap.
That's crazy. From that,
Yeah.
there's just so many topics we can touch. So being the mother of 3 and knowing how things are now with kids, do they have dolls now? Do kids play with dolls still?
Girls, but I have boys, so we
You
don't
have boys-
play.
all boys?
Yeah, so we
Okay.
don't play with dolls.
And do they play with action figures?
Yes.
They do.
But I'm a mom, I have a business. I sometimes have to take my oldest to the store with me, and I'm so strict on we play with boy stuff. And it's just the store is full of heels and clothes and sunglasses. So he'll walk around and try to put something on. And I said, Dad, take him to go to the baseball field or something. So I'm like super strict with that.
Because he might have an eye for fashion too.
He does. He has his style. He says that he wants to wear this, and this, and it's all boy stuff, but it's tricky.
And then also part of what you said, you went to school for something else outside of fashion,
Yeah.
which seems to be happening a lot, where people are going and getting degrees and then
Not
ending up
using
something
them.
else. Yeah.
Honestly, you go to school and it's important, but I learned so much more outside of school. As a business owner, there's nothing that you can teach me in school that running your business is going to teach you way more than you learn in school. So I got my paper just to please more my father than anything else because I've been in business for 10 years and I haven't used my degree at all. So yeah, I do see that a lot. Like even people in fashion, they don't go to school for fashion unless you're like, you want to learn how to sew and do pattern making and everything. But I don't do that. I send it all to my manufacturers. So
That's great. So you have 2 ventures that you're running right now, and we
Yes.
talked a little bit about this. Private Label by Genevieve and Relove Miami.
yes.
Explain the difference between the 2.
So Private Label by Genevieve, I specialize in custom clothing. So my clients will come in, they'll show me a picture of their inspiration, whether it be for a wedding, prom, homecoming, a quince, and I'll custom make from start to finish, and I say dresses because that's what I'm known for. They'll bring me in a design with pictures. Since I don't draw, we just put all the pictures together and kind of like build your dress, kind of like building your home. So my clients will bring in their inspiration. I'll design it. We take measurements. I have all the fabric. I've traveled all over the world bringing in different fabrics from different manufacturers, and then we'll actually custom make it for them. So I'm the middleman, but I'm the designer. So I'll tell my clients, this is not going to work for you. This fabric won't work for you. So I'm involved in the whole design process. And then, so that's Private Label by Genevieve. But then my Relove is a luxury consignment store. So we have many different designers. If they're on Revolve or Nordstrom, Saks, shoes, bags, clothes, accessories. And the 2 businesses tie in nicely together because if they design a custom dress with me, they'll leave with a Chanel bag, or they'll leave with the designer heels, or also the jewelry that we sell as well, the fine jewelry or watches. So they both go nicely together, but Relove has only been in business 4 months. So it's a new venture that I'm doing.
And what is it?
Well, it's that. It's the luxury consignment.
Got it.
Yeah.
So explain to me that. What is that? What is luxury consignment?
So my clients will bring in things on consignment. I don't own any of the inventory. And then my clients will get paid a percentage once the item is sold.
And I have a question. What type of clients do you work with? Who's a
Bougie.
typical client? Bougie. Miami.
No, yeah. I mean, I have clients from everywhere. I have clients in New York that give me things on consignment. I have clients all over Miami, West Palm Beach. But it's people with money that have luxury items that they don't want anymore, and we resell them. So we have to do a lot of like market research, make sure like some things, Chanel bags, Louis Vuitton bags, Birkins, everything is going up in value. So maybe they purchased it for a certain amount, but it's my job to know how much I can resell an item for. So they end up being happy with the commission split because I'm getting a lot of money for them.
And what do you have a storefront?
I have a storefront. I've been in business now for 10 years.
And where is it?
It's across from the falls in Pinecrest in like the warehouse district.
And you had a store in Coral Gables as well, right?
It's South Miami zoning. I was there for 5 years. I had in total 4 stores in my 10 years of business. So I had 4 stores all at one time. But my idea post-COVID was to minimize the expenses and do less but make more. So now I just have my one really big one. And I just moved to this location actually 4 months ago, but I was in my other location for 8 years.
So we can say it's a luxury boutique.
It's a luxury consignment store, and then also I'm a designer, and that's where my custom clothing is also done.
Cool.
So it's a 2,500 square foot warehouse, 2 floors. The second floor is all bridal. So there's wedding dresses, there's veils, there's designer like wedding heels. So I basically can design an entire bridal look. So mother of the bride, mother of the groom, the actual wedding dress, the veil, the second look dress. I like put like the whole wedding look together for my brides. And that's on the second floor of my store.
So if you have a client that wants private label Genevieve or Relove Miami, they go to the same location.
Exactly.
And that location is?
It's across from the falls in the warehouses in Pinecrest.
You want to drop the address?
8701 Southwest 132nd Street, Miami, Florida, 33176.
So since you're a fashionista, what do
Yes.
you think me and Alex should be wearing for the podcast?
I think you guys are doing good.
We're
I like
doing good?
it. Yeah, I think so. I
Okay,
think you need
perfect.
some like men's jewelry.
Men's jewelry?
Yeah,
I'm
we
not
could
a real jewelry kind of
Jay
guy.
needs a little accessory.
Yeah, he needs a little oomph, but we'll get you there. It's
Yeah,
okay.
I just like I'm more like a simple kind of guy. You
Okay.
know, this was a lot for me to wear because I knew you were coming, so I was like, yo, let me throw on a button down, you know, and
Yes.
so I can match
No,
the
you guys
vibe.
are good. You guys are
Alex
good.
is more the fashionista,
I
so
see
he's
with
the
his
one.
glasses,
Yeah,
he's got the vibe.
he's the one that maybe we gets
Yeah.
dressed up. I'm just
No,
I
you
just
look
show
great.
up. You
You
know?
look great. You
All
look
right,
great.
thank you.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between the grind and the glam? On social media, people see the glamorous side of fashion,
Yeah.
but you've been honest about the grind behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
What does a typical unglamorous day behind your business look like?
I'm in gym clothes. I still don't get it wrong though. I have my accessories on. I have my jewelry on, but I'm in gym clothes. I'm sweating. My hair is up, and I'm literally everything that you can think of with customer service, with carrying boxes into the store, with designer bags all over me, rushing into like it's just chaos, organizing. It's the customer service aspect of the business, taking phone calls, taking Zoom meetings. It's dealing with manufacturers, putting out fires. It's a lot. It's a really hard industry, especially that it's a luxury. So I'm sure you know, being in a luxury space, but you have to be responsible of all that inventory, making sure the retail aspect of the store looks great, but then still loading everything online. It's so much work. And you can have a huge team, but ultimately everything falls back on me and making sure that everything is good. So it's hard.
Yeah, well, I guess we had an appointment today, so everybody got like fresh. But I think you hit it on the head. Like your day is mainly
Yes.
gym clothes.
It's chaos.
Well, it's chaos, but you
In
do
gym
it in
clothes.
gym clothes,
Yeah,
right? And that's
yeah.
how you run your business.
Yep.
Because I think for the viewers that are like in New York,
Yes.
LA, and other cities where they come here and they
Yeah.
expect to be dressed up in the day,
Yeah.
I think the majority of people are running around
I mean,
in gym
if I
clothes,
have an
right?
important client,
Uh-huh.
I'll dress up and look presentable. And I still look presentable in gym clothes, but I need to get down and dirty sometimes, so I have to be in my gym clothes.
And even I'm sure they look good.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so I mean, like that's the
Hello.
look here. I was always running around in
Yeah.
his little tank top and his bike and his little shorts, right?
Yeah.
That's why
I mean,
brother-
it's the
Yeah, you
culture
gotta
here in
get
Miami.
stuff done.
If you're not super nice, you're gym active.
And
wear.
honestly, with my 3 kids, I'm picking up the kids from school. I'm doing drop off and then running my business. Sometimes I'll drop them off at home, do my bath time and feeding them and putting them to sleep, and I go back to the store and I work, and I can go home at 10 o'clock at night. So my day starts at 4 in the morning when I wake up for the gym, and I don't go to sleep until 10 or get home at 10 and then go to sleep. So I'm always go, go, go.
That's the grind.
The grind.
So here at South Beach Strategies, we like to talk about the grind.
Yeah.
So in your eyes, who would you say is your most important competitor in this industry?
That's a tricky question. And I would say it's a difficult question to answer because I would say in my custom clothing business, there's competitors, but my pricing, because I manufacture everything overseas, then my pricing is a lot better than a competitor. They'll charge 2 or 3 times more, and I'm very profitable because I'm outsourcing and I'm manufacturing overseas, so I don't have to charge as much. So it's hard to answer that question because I wouldn't count them as a competitor. Somebody that is looking to save money but get something beautiful, they'll come to me anyways.
So competition is none.
Competition is none.
Yes, that's a good answer. We like that answer.
That was a
Competition
great
is
answer.
none.
Yeah, that was a great answer.
Yeah. I've done my research. You make those calls and you find out how much somebody else charges. And I know, and they're manufacturing here in Miami, which is great. It's great to say that you made it in Miami, made it in the US, but I feel like I did it smarter. My manufacturers are in India, Colombia. I do work with China, but their textiles are known for being really beautiful. And I'm cutting out middlemen. I'm not working with wholesalers. I'm working with manufacturers. So that's how I bring my prices down.
Do you worry about competition at all, or you don't
No.
even
No.
think about it?
No, I've been in business for 10 years, and a custom clothing business and being a designer is really hard. But I've been in business so long, everything has been word of mouth. I think in my 10 years of business, I've maybe spent like $5,000 in marketing. That's it. And that's not a lot.
Wow.
For somebody.
It's nothing.
Yeah. So, and
That means you do it yourself.
Yeah.
I'm doing it myself,
Referrals.
and it's all word of mouth. So all my clients are the who's of Miami. Sometimes I don't like to post it so much just to keep their privacy. But I've done everybody. I've designed for everybody. That
Yeah,
sounded
that was
wrong.
my question earlier. We like the juicy stuff. Come on, spill some beans.
I've done everybody.
Who? Come on, Jay.
Damn,
No, I've designed for everybody. So
Who's everybody? Miami is a very selective city. Are
I
we
don't wanna
talking
say
about
it
like the
out
Derek
loud.
Jeters? About the
yes.
We're
When I
talking
first
about-
started designing, I don't want to say it, so don't
No,
air it.
don't say
I've
anybody that you don't
designed-
want to say, but you
okay,
have
so-
somebody you have a good relationship with, right?
Yeah, but I'd rather just not.
Yeah, not even
They've
say it,
come
right?
to me,
Yeah.
and I've
Okay.
been featured in the magazines that you've mentioned. I've been in
Oh, that's
Vogue,
awesome.
I've been in Harper's Bazaar, I've been in Elle, and that's not easy.
Not
I've
at all.
built
That's why.
my
That's why we
portfolio
asked
for
those
myself.
questions so we could make it relatable to some of our viewers. They might not say, "Oh, yes, you're the designer." No, I'm the top creme de la creme designer.
Yeah.
And part of that is also respect for your clients and not
Exclusivity.
saying their names.
Right. And the same thing goes with
Privacy.
my luxury consignment business. I mean, my clients are, wives of professional athletes. They're, people that I don't want to name drop right now, again, for their privacy, but I work with so many different kinds of clients. And they're all professionals. They're all somebody.
People prefer that. People like to have their privacy.
Yeah.
Not everybody wants to have their face
And I have
thrown all over their
that.
gram.
I
you
have
know?
that relationship with them that they'll invite me to their wedding. They'll invite me to their party. But I don't air their name if I don't think that they would want to. So, but yeah.
It's cool when they want to do it on their own, but it's not cool to
Right.
to put it out there,
Right.
you know. And I've been in situations myself like that where I've had someone who works for me go meet with one of my clients, and there'll be somebody famous.
Yeah.
And then that person will tell
Right.
my worker, like, "Hey, you want to get a picture?"
Yes.
And my guy will be like, "Nah, if I get a
Yeah.
picture, Jay's gonna go crazy."
Yeah.
And they'll be like, "Nah, fuck that. Let's
Yeah.
do it anyways."
So
And then I'll
if
look on
they-
the gram and I'll see the picture. I'll be like, "Yo, what the hell?"
If they send me the picture of a dress that I designed for them and they're reposting it and
Yeah.
tagging me, then I will.
Then you have free range to do it.
exactly. Then I feel a little bit more comfortable. But if you go on my Instagram, you'll see who I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's great. Awesome. Yeah, we're gonna definitely check out your
Yeah.
Instagram. We're gonna put the handle on there. Now I want to get into something that has to do entrepreneurship and being a woman. You know, you talk about one of the biggest risks you went on was going wholesale, right? And we've had a lot of women on the show, and they always talk about at the beginning how scared they were to take that risk. I mean, it's scary for anybody.
Yeah.
But speaking as a mother and a woman, like, how was it for you?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm scared of risk. I'm not, because scared money doesn't make money. So for
That's
me,
right.
wholesale wasn't really any different than selling retail. It was just on a larger scale. So, I mean, like I said earlier, as a business owner, you're responsible for every outcome, every fire that you have to put out. There's shipping delays, there's manufacturing issues, there's, quality control. So it's in just a bigger scale of the retail side, but I wasn't necessarily scared of it. I mean, I sell to all over the United States wholesale, and internationally. Actually, I've made it international wholesale. So I wasn't scared of the risk. It was just making sure on my journey of, starting wholesale that I had everything in place, which I did because I've run retail. So now it's just bigger.
So what challenges did you face along the way?
The biggest challenge was COVID, and many business owners are going to agree. It was really hard. At that time, I was designing and I was doing retail and wholesale my designs. However, I was also I would say a regular boutique in the sense that I was still buying fast fashion styles for the store. The profit margins are smaller. And right before COVID, I went to a trade show and I put in a huge order of things to sell in the store. And COVID comes, and I was in the middle of doing a build out in my new location. And I spent all this money on inventory. And after COVID is when I realized that this fast fashion industry of always having to buy inventory to sell is not going to work. So that's when I really exploded with custom clothing because I'm getting a down payment before I start anything. And then also with the luxury consignment, they're giving me inventory, not for free, but it's in my store. And once it's sold, then I pay people out. So I put myself in a position to never have to worry about buying inventory and being deaf by inventory. So I no longer do fast fashion and I do the custom clothing and the consignment.
That's great. That's
Very
a good
smart.
story.
Yeah.
No,
But
that's very smart.
that would have easily put me out of business had I tried continuing to be a regular boutique that would go to trade shows, buy inventory, and try to resell. I would have died. Like all competitors, if I would have stayed in that category, they're unfortunately, and some of them are friends of mine, they have died out. They've had to close their stores. So I was like,
And
that's not happening to me.
Once you had all of that inventory and COVID
Yeah.
hit, did you sell it?
I did. I sold most of it. I gave away some of it because I was like, I'd rather not put my energy into it anymore when I knew it was not going to be a strategy to sell. It wasn't going to work anymore. So I pivoted. I changed my entire business model. After being in business at that time, maybe, 5-6 years, and being successful, that model. So overnight, I had to change everything. Otherwise, I would have gone down for sure.
So COVID was good or bad for you?
It was bad, but it was eye-opening. So ultimately, it led to where I am now, which is good.
Great. Yeah, COVID was a big part of a lot of the interviews that we have. Like everybody has like a COVID story.
Of course. And I was trying to have a baby. I had miscarriages. So the emotional aspect and building a family and my husband, that everything was just all happening all at once. COVID and then miscarriages, losses, trying to have it was just everything all at once. So I really came out of, in the moment it was hard, but I came out of it stronger.
That leads to my next question because you're balancing multiple roles of being a mother, an investor, a fashionista, an entrepreneur, a model, like all these things that you
I wouldn't
do.
say model. Maybe back in the day, but
I mean,
not
I saw
anymore.
the gram and you're the model on like a majority of your
Yeah, well,
posts.
because they're not buying the product, they're buying from me.
The
Right.
brand, the
Yeah.
image.
And
Exactly.
you rock it so they can
Thank
see
you.
what it looks like, right?
It's the lifestyle,
Like, I just walked into this room with you and Alex, and I feel like shit already. I thought I came in with my nice black shirt, and I already want to leave.
Yeah.
You know?
I dressed up
Sorry.
nice last week to the podcast, so it's going to be a reoccurring
It'll
thing,
balance
Jay.
out.
I mean, you were really sharp last week.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I
feel
mean,
like
this week I look like shit, so I guess
no,
I'm okay,
look
right?
good, feel good.
Yeah.
I'm just like up the how you dress game, and you're
The
gonna just
juice.
like ultimately like feel and look better for
You know,
yourself.
I just have been for so long just trying to downgrade
Yeah.
that side. You know what
You
I mean?
can, not in this industry.
No.
No.
Why not?
Not
I
on
don't
camera. Yeah.
Oh, well,
I roll in gym clothes all day. Like that's what I wear. You know,
Yeah.
I work every day, all day,
Yeah.
and it's gym clothes city.
I
was
know,
like,
that's
let me
me.
just bring the
That's
shirt
me
for
too.
you.
I know.
And
You
that's
got,
it.
you got the Casanillo fits. Come on.
Yeah, the Casanillo fit. Yeah, one time I went to Casanillo's, we had a little fit there, but that
Yeah.
was it.
Yeah.
We dressed up for the right occasion. But let's go back to what we were talking about.
Yeah, my kids.
You're balancing multiple roles. You're a fashionista, model, entrepreneur, investor. How do you balance it all? How do you stay grounded and how do you keep moving forward?
Oh my God. A lot of meditation, a lot of like namaste and like the daily talks with yourself. And I think the hardest part of being a woman in business, but also a mom of 3 in business, is not having like that mom guilt. Like I need to be there for my kids, but I also need to be there for my first baby. And that was my business. So it's really talking to myself and knowing that they'll see me one day as somebody that was a mom, but also a successful business owner, they'll look back and realize like, wow, she pursued her passion. And I can never look back one day and have any regrets because I know I went like full force. But it's hard because I'll leave to an event or I'll leave to go see a client or even just taking a call, but they're standing right there and I feel bad because I'm like, shh, but I have to play all my roles and it's really hard to balance that.
How do you deal with the stigma that the women from Miami get a bad rap?
Oh, I don't care about that.
You ignore that?
Yeah.
Doesn't bother you? Does it faze you? Did it? We had a woman on here last week, and she has a very successful business. She's a doctor, and she's pretty as well. And we asked her, did that affect you along the way? Did you have to deal with obstacles? You know,
like having kids and being a business owner.
Well, actually, like being attractive, being a woman, and trying to be taken serious in the world of business.
Yeah.
Or in your industry, it's probably common, right?
For me, it could go two ways, but most of the time, people listen to what I have to say because I know what I'm talking about. I've been in the space for a long time, and you're selling a lifestyle, you're selling a brand. They're not buying what you sell, they're buying from me. And if I present that well and I'm humble about it, then they'll always listen. And whoever is going to hate, they're going to hate anyway, but they'll still buy from me.
You keep it professional.
Yeah.
And you're running a professional business, and it shows from what I saw on the gram and from what I heard, the talk around the town, you know? I got calls from people I really care about that they said, oh, you got to interview her. You know, her business is good. And, you know, she's a sharp woman, good entrepreneur. She'll be great for the podcast. Okay, nice. And they were right. And I already knew when they sent me, I was like, oh, I know her. You know, so.
Let's get into some rapid fire questions. We're 23 minutes in.
Okay.
Here at South Beach Strategies, again, we're talking about strategies that make people successful and to be prepared. So what strategies would you give, interested entrepreneurs that were in the fashion game or wanted to do consignment? Well, what kind of tips would you give them?
I would say people, when you're starting a business, the first advice is have a business plan and do this and do that. And I'm the opposite. I'm actually like, throw yourself in the fire and figure it out. Because like I said earlier, college and university can only teach you so much in business, but what's really going to teach you what you need to know to run a business is just doing it. So I would say just don't be scared and go in and be knowledgeable in the industry, obviously, that you're getting into. Do your research, but just start. Because if you don't do it, you're never going to start, and you're always going to be scared of, oh my God, what about this? But you come out of it and you figure it out.
It's so funny because I get people all the time that they have a business plan.
Yeah.
And I'm like I've never seen anybody with a business plan get anything done.
No, but that's advice that you are given to, like, when you're starting a business. And I'm like, girl, where do you start? Like, you have to do everything yourself in the beginning. So it's like you could have the whole list jot down of what you need to do, but sometimes things go out of order and you have to jump on another thing. It's like you just have to go, go, go. And that's my rule. If I'm going to do something, it's because I'm going to do it and I'm go, go, go full throttle. So, yeah. Yeah,
I'm sure someone thinks they have a business plan of selling clothes, and
I'll
here's
be like,
my
good luck.
plan, and then you're like,
here's your plan.
How many clothes have you sold today?
Yeah.
Oh, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like,
well,
what do you mean?
Funny. It's funny because when I first started my business, I built my website myself. It took me 6 months to build my website. I was getting, people were sending me quotes, like web designers, of the amount of SKUs that I had and how many things I needed to load to my website. It was like an insane amount. I was like 19 when I started this business. It was like $20,000 to build a website. I'm like, okay. And I built my business, my website myself. It took me 6 months because I don't know how to code. I don't know how to do anything, but I did it. And I had already met my husband at this time. And he was like, just launch the website already. And we were we were traveling somewhere. And within less than 24 hours, I got my first sale. And I was like, wait, what do I do now?
How do I ship this out?
What do I do? I had never sold something online. I was already in this space, but I had never done anything online. So I was like, well, what do I do now? And it's just figuring it out as you go.
What did you do?
What did I do?
Yeah, what did you do?
How I started this business.
When you got that email and
I was out of town. So actually, when I first started this business, I didn't have any inventory. It was more of like, this is what I could bring and what I could sell.
So you started an online business, you get
with
a
no
sale,
inventory.
and you got nothing.
Well, because I had access to the manufacturers. So I would order it and then ship it. Kind of like a drop shipping 10 years ago. Yeah, that's how I started because I was 19. I I've never gotten like an investment SBA loan. I've like never gotten anything. So it was, figuring it out. And I got the sale. Now here's the money to go buy it. Yeah.
That's great. Wow. I think that's the way you will be successful running a business. If you think you're going to have a plan.
As soon as I try to continue to buy inventory, like I mentioned earlier, and go to the trade shows, that everybody has access to these trade shows, and Magic in Las Vegas, Cordery in New York. Like when you go to these trade shows, you have now a lot of different competitors because you're buying from the same people that they are. So when I started doing that pre-COVID and during COVID, that's when I realized I can't do that anymore. That my original strategy of never having the inventory at hand was what worked for me. So that's why I started designing, even though I don't know how to draw, and that's why I like the luxury consignment business, because I own zero of the inventory.
Oh,
it's good stuff.
Yeah.
She's gonna have to design for us. You're gonna have to.
I don't know.
No
men's.
You don't have to worry about. Because you don't do men.
Well, I did. That's another way how I got into this industry. I was designing men's jewelry, so I would make like beaded. It kind of looked like David Yurman. Men's like designer bracelets and necklaces, and that's how I really grew my network with men in like successful, good industries. And they're my clients today, but they're wives shop now. So I don't do any men's though. Yeah, I don't do men's though.
Okay, so you're out of the race for our budget for our podcast.
Well, I mean, I could source it, but.
What else? What do we got?
Let's see. Rapid fire question.
Okay.
Tell us one of your most insane Miami stories.
What? All right, wait. I gotta think about that one. I don't know. I'm not that scandalous. Like. Crazy Miami story.
Well, it could have to do with work. It could have to do with something insane that happened. Typical Miami story.
Pause, because I have to think about this one. I don't know.
All right, well,
I feel boring, like not knowing the answer to this. Okay, wait, but I don't know if I should talk about this. I've been to a P. Diddy party.
Right? Oh, there we go. Then we got some good stuff there. That's what we're talking about.
No, I shouldn't. Maybe
so
I shouldn't
I
bring that
asked
up,
you the
though.
most craziest Miami stories, and you said?
I've been to P. Diddy's house at a party.
Do it again.
So is it true that P. Diddy was one of your clients?
No, he's not. He's never been a client. No.
Okay, so
but
what
I've been
happened
to a
at this party?
I've been to his parties. Yes.
How was that?
Well, it was 5 a.m, and it was kind of crazy. It was here, somewhere around here.
Was it like everything everyone talks about?
So you were at a freak off?
No. No, it was a
What do you
party.
mean?
People were dancing. People were in the pool at 5 a.m. But I have a picture of it,
So
actually.
it was a vibe?
No, it was just.
Oh, it wasn't a vibe.
I probably left Story or Live, and it was like the next place to go to, and that's where I ended up.
So you left before
But
the freak
actually,
off?
I'm not a drinker, and I don't do drugs. I've never done any type of drug, like maybe Adderall, but to study, like when I was in college.
Okay.
But I don't drink. I don't get drunk like that. I don't get wasted. I don't get blackout. So like going to this kind of setting, it was more of like just because a couple of girls were going.
It was
that are
cool at the
friends of
time.
mine, and this was like maybe 10 years ago. And actually, I first started going to clubs. I don't know if I should say this, but I started partying like in 8th grade, like Live, like big girl clubs. In 8th grade. How old are you in 8th grade?
That's
But
insane.
Like 14.
I think
No, I have
that
a recent friend who just mentioned she used to go to clubs here in Miami when she was 14.
that was
And
me.
I'm like,
That was you?
I mean, I did that. I went to Live. I went to Story. Well, Story wasn't there, but I went to Live. And I think that if I would have had a daughter, or even my kids now, my boys, if they were to tell me that they're going to do the same thing and they're communicating what they're going to do, I would be okay with it, because I feel like I am the person that I am today, and I am successful because I started so young and I got that party stage like out of me early. So I was like done with that party scene like at 19, 20. I haven't been to Live in years.
What advice would you give for women in Miami who think that it's hard to find love here? And since you have a marriage, kids, business.
I don't know what advice to give, because I'm sure it is hard. Like, I'm sure Miami is not a good place to date.
it's difficult.
Did you meet your husband here?
I did. Yeah, we've been together now in September,
So
10
it
years.
worked for you?
It had
Yeah,
nothing
but I was
work-related?
young. Was it what?
Did you meet your husband in any way work-related?
No. He we had mutual friends. Those mutual friends are now married also. But I think that we grew together and we've accomplished a lot together. We have multiple investment properties. We do Section 8 homes. We have Airbnbs. So we've really grown together.
How old were you guys met?
I was 20.
That's
Yeah.
how it should be.
I was 20 and he was 25. And actually, I thought he was young for me at the time because I always dated older. I was like, I had an old soul. Like the people that I was dating were already doctors and had been doctors for years. Like they were older people. But he always had his like head like held like strong. Like he was, even though he was young, he was really mature. And I saw like his vision and where he wanted to go with his life, and it matched mine. So here we are, 10 years later.
Top prospects get drafted early.
Yeah. I have a good South Beach strategy question.
Go.
With you being a mom, fashionista, a model, you look great.
Thank you. Not a model.
You look young.
Years ago.
What do you feel about women in Miami with the stereotypical plastic surgery and Botox and all this hot topic that me and Jay have been talking about lately?
I feel like it's all a phase, and I feel like everybody's like just trying to fit in and do the next thing that's like hot and trending. I don't have fillers. I don't have anything plastic surgery on me. I might have a little hair extensions, but I can see why all these girls are trying to.
Because of the gram.
And stay, I guess, like, you know, like, I don't know, relatable, relative, I don't know.
They're trying to stay in the game.
Yeah, they're trying to stay in the game.
Why do you think they're trying to stay in the game?
I think natural beauty
Well,
is
there's a lot
the
of
way to
competition.
go.
I agree.
I mean, you're asking me. You guys are the
100%.
guys. What do you think about the girls that are plastic surgery versus a natural girl?
This is a good question, and it's very sensitive. But I would rather have a natural girl with a little bit of fixer-uppers rather than have just like full plastic.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
What about you, Jay?
Yeah.
I don't discriminate.
Yeah, I mean, hey, no one can tell you how beautiful or amazing you are except yourself, I
Yeah.
would say. So even though the culture is skewed with all these filters and all the Instagram pressure, you know, the woman's body is beautiful just as is.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
He's like the romantic one.
I see that. What sign are you? When's your birthday?
Aquarius.
Oh, that's my
February
son.
1st.
February 1st.
We're the best.
No, Capricorn.
Okay. Rapid fire. Last one.
Rapid fire question. Have you seen our podcast before?
I saw like little like snips of it. Yeah.
What do you think about Jay's performances?
I think he does well. Well, I don't know what you're talking about though, because I've only seen a few.
Oh, I mean, this podcast, the South Beach Strategies.
Yeah, well, I've seen a few that he's posted on Instagram, but I haven't seen like a full.
Cool. Well,
But he's doing well.
Well, targeting South Beach and Miami, do you think that your career took off because of your location?
I think it took off because of me.
Yeah.
You'd be able to do the same thing in Oklahoma?
Well, probably not, but then I won't put my focus on Oklahoma. I'll put my focus everywhere else.
I love how you said before, no matter if you're selling products or you're selling clothes, people are not buying the clothes or products or even the
Yeah.
custom stuff. They're buying you, your vibe, and your lifestyle.
Yeah, I don't have millions of followers on Instagram, but the ones that I do have are quality, and those are the ones that are giving me that word of mouth to continue to grow.
Yep. And I also run my business the same way. And to hear you say that is very refreshing. And almost the same with you, Jay. I mean, you're in a different situation. However, if anyone knows you, they do business with you because they believe in you.
Yeah.
And I think that's a strong characteristic to have, especially here in Miami.
Well, I like your model of business because I think in Miami, if you want to have a strong clientele, you have to be catered to that clientele. You have to be boutique style. And then the clients that you deal with have to agree with that's the kind of business that they want to deal with, you know?
Yeah.
Because there's businesses for the masses, like a TJ Maxx.
Right.
They could just go there. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like if that's what you want, you can go there. You can get cheap clothes and
Exactly.
You know, they're probably really nice and everything.
Yeah.
And I shop on Amazon personally, so like my stuff is like
Some of my gym
the
clothes might be
cheapest,
there.
you know.
Yeah.
But I like it. I'm simple, so
Yeah.
for me it's good. But if somebody wants that boutique style, where they're gonna get the luxury experience, the tailored outfits, they have to deal with someone like you who's gonna
Like
give them that
concierge
service. Right.
feel.
Yeah,
I
those
thought
are
you
the
shop
followers
Fashion
you want.
Nova. Jay.
You don't want a million followers that don't
Right,
want
that don't shop,
yeah.
or that's not your kind of client.
Right. Okay, good. I think we targeted everything today. I'm really happy that you came.
Yes, thank you
and
for having me.
Put us on game with the fashion.
Amazing.
I'm gonna go home and try to see what I can buy on Amazon.
We might have to
stuff on
start
my
this,
game.
You don't have a
men's
girl to
line.
style you at home?
I don't have a girl to style me.
Oh.
Right now, I'm focused on the podcast.
Okay.
The podcast is my girl, you know.
Okay.
So I come here. I live here. I'm here all day, every day.
That's me.
Preparing for your interview
Working.
to make sure that you can expand to the masses
Thank
and that
you.
you blow
Yeah.
up. Making sure you.
I
have
love
the
what you're
best.
doing because I feel like it's so important to network and to put yourself out there as much as possible. So what you're doing is amazing.
Yeah, so it's really not a focus on me; it's a more focus on you.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
we're here because of you. So
Yes,
thank
we
you.
want. Well, I'm learning from you. These are all opportunities to learn, to grow with my friend. Privileged Media, like I was explaining to you, and he works at some of the hottest events in Miami.
It's good to know.
when they
So something you said, you do word of mouth, but if you did do a strategy campaign or a marketing campaign, this is similar to that, letting people know who you are, what do you do, and exactly what you offer. Those be nice to have new clients too.
Of course.
I mean, how do you think that you would be able to give somebody the same service from Oklahoma?
I mean, my clients fly to me, so I'll fly to them.
Oh, your clients fly. Oh, you got clients that fly to Miami
Yes,
just to see you? Oh,
of course.
wow. Oh, excuse me.
Yes, I
Bingo.
do.
Excuse me.
They'll drive from Orlando or they'll fly down. And actually, it's funny that you say Oklahoma because I just finished a design for a client that is from Oklahoma. So she did her whole fitting and her whole design process with me, and then I shipped everything to her after.
Are you still doing wedding?
Yeah.
You still do wedding events, right? Because I know I
Yeah.
have a friend that got their dress from you.
Really?
Yes, years
Oh.
ago. You had a place in the Gable. That's how I know you were in the Gable.
Not
before,
in the
right?
Gable, South Miami, but
Miracle
yes.
Mount? But before, did you have something on
No.
Miracle Mount? No, it was South Miami?
South
It was
Miami.
I know it was around there.
Yeah.
And
I shoot high-end weddings as well.
Okay. Well, now
So
I know.
I'll send you some.
I do a
some
lot
my
of bridal
material.
events, a lot of bridal fashion shows. I was going to be featured now as a designer for one of the bridal fashion weeks that they just had. There's another bridal event coming up. So
Huge
it's
market,
amazing to
huge
network
market,
with you
yes.
because now I know I'm always trying
Totally.
to push friends of mine out there.
And I'm
think
all
it's
about the
super
experience working
important.
with the bride. It's a very sensitive topic, weddings, but it's very lucrative as well.
well,
and it's
speaking of shooting, we're gonna get a shoot going today, right?
Yeah, we'll
Yes,
do
we
a
are.
tiny
Perfect.
one.
I need
So-
to change my outfit. Now is the next outfit.
Let's get changed. Let's get prepped.
Switch it
Let's
up.
get set.
Privilege
So the
media
audience
style.
knows we're gonna continue this out
Yes.
on the street with a live photo shoot
Miami.
from Privilege Media. Genevieve, well, this will be not for the love. This is gonna be for the the label, right?
No, it will be for not even Relove. It'll be for House of Ice, which we haven't talked about.
This is another business.
House
It's
of
it's
Ice.
all ties together. House of Ice. What does it sound like? It's diamonds, watches, Birkins, all the bougie stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
She does it all.
No,
Yeah.
we need to hear about this really quick, no?
No. Let's keep it. Well,
No,
it's
let's yeah. So, what is House of Ice?
Yeah, we'll get right back to the front. So you mentioned all these awesome businesses. What is House of Ice?
House of Ice. We can manufacture, make anything custom with regards to fine jewelry. So if you have a picture of something that you want made, I can make it with diamonds or lab grown, natural or lab grown. And then we can source watches for you. We have Birkins. So, but that is very, very new business that ties with my luxury consignment business, but it's all new pieces. Even the Birkins are new. So,
So House of Ice is what I need.
House of Ice is what
That's
you
what
need.
I'm
That's
missing.
your sparkle that
I'm
you're
missing to get
missing.
the
You're
touch.
missing the sparkle.
Okay, then that's what House of Ice does.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So
Yeah.
if anybody wants, and this is for photo shoots, or this is for people to buy?
No, to buy.
for their outfits
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
Okay, nice.
So a lot of
I
my
enjoy it.
brides will, or their fiancés will come to me to design. I'm designing a couple wedding, custom like engagement rings right now with the matching earrings and like the whole set for their wedding day.
That's awesome.
So House of
Big
Ice
time.
is like a concierge style business.
Yes.
Where you'll be doing what?
Designing custom pieces, whether it be diamonds, mostly for the diamonds and fine jewelry in general. And then the watches I can obviously have access to and I can source for my clients. And then the Birkins, which is also very exclusive.
And then you had asked me if I had a private jet. What was that for?
To shoot this bougie concept, this bougie lifestyle
For
of
sure.
I am your diamond girl.
But you will deliver to the jet too?
Yes, I will.
Wow.
But you have to provide like the Maybach. So
We can provide the transportation for sure.
And the shooting.
We have a motto here. If
Yes.
you have the money,
Yeah.
we'll make it happen.
Yeah.
You know, so that's how we work.
okay.
You know, so all right, so let's get ready for the shoot.
Let's
We're
do
gonna continue
it.
this. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you, Genevieve,
Thank
for being
you.
a part of
Thank you,
South
thank
Beach
you.
Strategy. Alex, Privilege Media, thank you for coming today, and stay tuned.